My testing, my testing. I hope you guys can hear my voice. Alright, so yeah, today live stream will be slightly different because some question you guys already did in paper one, and I think it will not come out again. Then I will just skip some of the question. So actually here you can see I actually prepare like paper 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. Because today live it will be like 1.5 hours, depend how fast I can discuss the question I want to discuss. Alright, so yeah, and then because my student do tell me some question already come out, so from what my guessing, it will come out only the certain topics. So yeah, so later whenever we see the question from this topic, then we will actually pay attention on it, but we will not do all the question. Paper one is easy. Yeah, some students say easy, some students say it's not that easy. Alright, so yeah, so we will focus on the question like definitely binomial expansion. Binomial expansion haven't come out, so I think will come out. Vector. Vector, I think they recently they love about speed problem. So later if have time we'll see a little bit of speed problem. And of course the standard vector question about collinear or parallel, you all need to know. Binomial expansion, they love about n term. So whenever we have chance, we might see something like power n1. Yeah, this one is what they like. And vector, about the speed problem, which need to use the r equals to a plus vt. This is something they love this kind of question. And also I think differentiation, because you only have a very small question about differentiation in paper 1, right? It's about small change. So yeah, I think because differentiation is a huge topic, so definitely they will come out more about differentiation. So I guess it's about maximum minimum problem, which is related to the volume, surface area, and so which related to the volume or surface area one. Okay, then I also think they will come out about the what kind of differentiation question we have. I'm hungry, so my brain is actually it doesn't work so well. Yeah, stationary value, yes, correct. Stationary, and ask you to determine the nature. Last but not least, this one maybe they will join with the maximum minimum problem. So yeah, definitely they will come out something like equation of normal and equation of tangent and or normal. And then they will intersect at 2 points. Maybe they will ask you to find the area. So they definitely will mix together, will mix with a straight line topic lah. They will mix with a straight line topic. Maybe they intersect at 2 points, ask you to find perpendicular bisector, or they intersect at x axis and then intersect at y axis, and then ask you to find certain area, blah blah blah, or ask you to find a distance of AB. Yeah, whenever possible. Yeah, I think yep, because 1 and 2 can combine, so 3 itself is a own questions. So I think yeah, it will come out something like this. And for integration, because you have a lot of integration already, I think the integration that will come out is about find a shaded area. Yeah, find a shaded area. This thing haven't come out. And then I also think it might come out something the Hang's question. Remember, they will ask you to integrate something like x ln x, which is impossible to integrate. You need to use the above answer to solve one, which is I always call it Hang's problem. Yeah, this is something I think is integration. They might come out something like this. And then trigonometry. Trigonometry, I know paper 1 you also have quite a lot of trigo question, but my students say he haven't see the proof question. Proof the left hand side equals the right hand side. And then you have one radian question, maybe got one more solved question is in degree. Yeah, or maybe it's just a proof question, or maybe no more trigo. And definitely kinematics, their favorite. You haven't seen in paper 1, so paper 2 you definitely see the kinematic. The standard one is displacement, velocity, and acceleration. Got another one is easier one, which is like the extended math. They will give you some diagram and then some constant speed, blah blah blah, something like velocity, time, and then ask you to solve the. This is the extended math question. Yeah, this. But normally, I think most high chance you will come out the first one, because it's harder. If they come out the second type, it's actually easier. Yep. What else? What else? I miss here. Yeah, correct. Linear law. Yeah, the Chris Hall also said that. Yes, linear law haven't come out yet, so I think have a very high chance to come out linear law. Yeah, which is something like ln x again x squared, or square root y again ln 2x plus 1, something like that. So yeah, it's a linear law question. Linear law also haven't come out. Yeah. Anything else I missed? Because I heard you have a perpendicular bisect. You had some perpendicular question, right? So I think maybe straight line they come out a small part already. Yeah. So yep. So I think the straight line they will not come out too many. Yeah, but they will join with the equation of normal and equation of tangent. Then they will come out again. Yeah, actually I got sent to my student my own analysis, like which type of question will come out, but I couldn't find the things. Okay, anyways, um just give me one moment. Yeah, arithmetic progression and geometric progression come out already, right? So I think it won't come out anymore. But my students say come out GP only. But GP and AP, I don't think they will actually split into two different questions. So yeah, most likely they won't come out anymore. Yeah, this is because here is already, yeah, if they come out is about 10, yeah, it's about 10 question already. Yeah, so I think it's about that. Any specific topic I miss? Oh yeah, got one their favorite. I missed indices and cert. Yeah, I think cert they will come out as like 7 to 8 mark question for cert if they want to. Yeah, cert is is they ask you to use a quadratic formula to do cert. Yeah, definitely they will. Yeah, they will ask you to do this, and indices maybe 4 to 5 mark, depend. Indices can be very hard, depend what kind. If they give you a diagram and ask you to solve the indices, maybe it can be harder. But since log come out already, I think indices is just a 3 mark question like that. It's a small questions, because indices hard one normally they want to join with log, can make it harder a little bit, or maybe they ask you to find PQR, do some comparing. Yeah, area of shape of prism. Yeah, so the volume and area of shape of prism, that one is under differentiation, maximum minimum parable. Yeah, I think here is can easily come out 10 to 11 question, which is the standard in paper 2. Yep. Yeah. Anything I miss? Okay, so today we will just try to see any of these questions. If you have found any here from the paper 2 May June. Let's begin. Do not want to waste your time. Okay, this is log questions. So I don't think this will come out. But second one is indices and log combined. Let's do a little bit on B. If you have indices, something like this. Because this one is a quadratic equation, it might not be obvious to you. But if you let x power 1 over 2 become y, then it's become very obvious, because x power 2 over 3 is x power 1 over 3 square, isn't it? So it's actually y square. So if you see carefully, this is y square minus 5y plus 6 equals 0. Then you just factorize like normal. So you will get y minus 3, y minus 2. So yeah, so y equals to 3, y equals to 2. And your y is x power 1 over 3, right? Equals to 3. Then x equals to 1 over 3 become cube, right? 27. So x power 1 over 3 equals to 2. Then x equals to 2 power of 3, which is 8. Okay, this indices question, this is indices. Yeah, like this is actually considered slightly harder a little bit, because it's a quadratic, but it's not obvious quadratic unless you have very good understanding about indices, then only you can do. So yeah, this kind of indices is not so obvious, but I hope you get it. Log, I don't think it will come out anymore, so I will just skip it. Okay, linear law. Just now we got say about linear law, right? But this is not really ask you to draw the graph. It's just 4 mark. It's basically they want you to solve it. So they already tell you this graph is basically a cube root of y again x squared. So I will just form the y equals to mx plus c. My y is cube root of y. Gradient, I have 2 coordinates. I can find the gradient easily. 8 minus 1 over 9 minus 16. My x is the x squared. C is the unknown. I want to find later. So I will just solve this one. This one is 7 over negative 7, which is negative 1, right? Okay, so yeah. So yeah, I can type negative 1 here. Okay, so on just negative x squared, no need to write negative x squared plus c. So if I want to find the c, I can plug in any coordinate I want. So let's say I plug in 16 and 1. 16 is the cube root of y, and 1 is the x squared. So my c is 17. So then I will rewrite the whole equation. So cube root of y equals to negative x squared plus 17. But the question asks me y as a function of x. So I just move my cube root of y to the other side. So it basically it will become the whole thing power of 3. Okay, y as a function of f. So yeah, done. 4 mark is not too bad. Yeah, you make sure you must be very careful. You don't sub the 16 into the y, because the 16 itself is a cube root of y, not the y. Okay, must be very careful for this kind of linear law question. So this is polynomial come out already. Okay, this is what I say. Yeah, they might come out something like this, which is power n1, because this one will be slightly harder. This kind of binomial expansion question, it requires you to understand about NCR formula, which is NR formula given at your first page of the formula list there, which is n factorial over n minus r factorial, r factorial. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a bit sick today, but I have a tissue. So yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, I hope I can end this one soon. Okay, so I want to expand, and then they ask you to simplify each of the term, and then they want 3 term here. So let's expand of 3 term. Luckily, it start with 1. If it's not starting with 1, this question will be a lot more difficult. So the first term is just 1. It's very easy. The next one is actually NC1, and then 1 power n minus 1. I will just ignore about anything about 1 power of n. So this one is just 4x power 1. The next one is NC2, 4x power of 2. Okay, this is how I get the 3 term. But we need to simplify the n1. Okay, so yeah, we can simplify it here to give you some idea. So NC1 based on the formula is n factorial over n minus 1 factorial. 1 factorial. 1 factorial is 1. So n factorial, if I expand, is n multiply n minus 1 factorial, isn't it? N minus 1 factorial. 1 factorial is 1, ignore. Cancel, I got an n. Okay, so this is 1 plus, the whole thing is n. Then this is 4nx. Okay, then we need to simplify NC2 as well. So if I simplify NC2, this is n factorial over n minus 2 factorial. 2 factorial. So I will expand until n minus 2. n minus 1, n minus 2 factorial. Then I will stop here because bottom has the same thing. I can cancel out. So this is n squared minus n over 2. Okay, for NC2. So by understand this one, then I can plug in here. So this is 16x squared, right? Yeah, you want to do separately or together also can. So here got n squared minus n over 2 x squared. Okay, this one and this one I can simplify, and then I will get 8, isn't it? 16 divided by 2 is 8. Yep, so maybe I write 8 here straight away. Yeah, done. Okay, so if you want to multiply in, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So this is after you simplify 2 mark. I would say this 2 mark a loss of work because you need to open NC1 and NC2. But yeah, this is what I call difficult question. So they expected you know how to do this. Okay. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to expand this one and find the coefficient of x squared. So this one I already expand the first 3 term. which I got something like this. Maybe I can multiply 8 into it. So 8n squared minus 8n x power of 2. Okay, so multiply 1 minus 4x. In order to get the coefficient of x power of 2, I need to work out every possibility to get x power of 2. 1 multiply any term here also can't get x power of 2, so 1 I can just ignore. No use here. This term multiply negative 4x, I will get x power of 2. Yes, this is what I want. x2 multiply this one, also I will get x power of 2. Okay, since right now coefficient of x squared is 6032. So yeah, so 4n multiply negative 4, so I get negative 16n. Then plus 8n squared minus 8n equals to 6032. Yeah, kind of need to solve this quadratic equation. 24n minus 6032 equals 0. I suspect all the number can be divided by 8 lah. Okay, so I n squared minus 3n minus 754 equals to 0, and then trying to factorize it. Yeah, it's not possible I can mentally do 754. So I just use the calculator here. 1, negative 3, negative 754. Alright, so n minus 29 and n plus 26. Since n must be positive number, then n equals to 29 is your only answer. And they give you 3 marks. N must be bigger than 0. Here they already tell you n must be positive value, isn't it? So this is how I get a positive n. Okay, you can write n equals to negative 29 and then you rejected it. Okay, not too hard. You just need to expand the bracket and then you see all the possibility to get x squared after you cross over multiply. Okay? Okay, this one you can do a try and error, or you can use some method I always use. Independent of x basically mean without x, or in another word also mean x power of 0. Okay, so if I want to get x power of 0 and then give us 2 marks, shouldn't be too hard. So if you ask me, I will just do 10c2 because I can do the mental work quite fast. Then this is negative 8 over x power of 4 power of 2. So you can see x power of 4 power 2 again, then I get x power of negative 8, right? Then here I get x power of 8, right? So if I multiply them, x power of 8 divide x power of 8, I get x power of 0, or constant, or we call independent of x in this case. So, but not all the students can get, so how do you know in NC2? Because I actually do some try and error here. Because this is r, right? Let's say I do not know. Then here is 10 minus r. This is r. But what I understand is these two numbers plus together must equal to 10. Then you can easily like put some, because here got x power of 4, right? So definitely here I want a smaller number. You can try about 3 and 7 example. So if x power of 4 power of 3 again, you got x power of negative 12, right? Then here you get x power of 7. So multiply x power of 7, you still get x power of negative 5, which you doesn't get about 0. So when you do that one, you won't try this, so you might try about 2a. Then you can get 0. Because both numbers add together must equal to 10. Okay, let's say you say, sir, I'm too lazy to do try and error. Do you have any other method? Yes. I will just multiply them, but I will just ignore all the number. I only pay attention at x power only. Ignore this one, this number. Ignore this one, this number. Ignore this one, this number. So x power of 10 minus r multiply x power of negative 4r equals to x power of 0. So I will solve this one to know what is my r value. This is x power of 10 minus r minus 4r equals to x power of 0. Then this is 10 minus 5r equals to 0, r equals to 2. When I go r equals to 2, then I will do 10c2 again. Okay, this one is solving without doing try and error. So this one will be 8. Then this one will be 2. Okay, then I will type in the calculator lah finally. 10c2 multiply 102 power of 8, right? Multiply 64. Okay, so my final answer is this one. Okay, just type everything in the calculator. You can easily get the answer. Okay, this term without x, right? This is the reason why we call independent of x. Mean you expand it, you have one term which is constant only. That term we call independent of x. Okay, so anything you want to ask me before I move on? Alright, all seems fine. Let's move on. APGP come out already. I mean permutation come out already. I will skip. Yeah, this is another type. I think it might be a bit famous. I'm not sure got something like this or not, but if you haven't, then this one basically asks us to show is 5 mark, is not a lot. Okay, so let's solve this one. So I want to show this one equals to the other side. So NC3 is n factorial over n minus 3 factorial, 3 factorial, plus n factorial over n minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So yeah, let's open it. So n factorial is basically n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 factorial. Then I'll stop here because bottom had the same thing. 3 factorial is 6, so I will just ignore it. So this is n minus 1, n minus 2 factorial, but because bottom got n minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial is 2. Then I cut. So this one, I make the same denominator. Here they have the okay, this one is over 2, isn't it? So I will multiply 3 here to make it 6, multiply 3 here to make it 6. And then they have the same thing, right? I will factorize the same thing come out to save myself some time. So this is n minus 1. And then here I left n minus 2 plus 3 over 6. So this is n minus 1. This one I simplified, I got positive 1. So this is n plus 1 over 6. n minus 1, n plus 1 is a plus b, a minus b, right? So this is n squared minus 1 over 6. Is that the answer they want? Oh, they want me to multiply it. So yeah, I will just expand it. So 1 over 6 n cubed minus n short. Okay, so then, yeah, this is what they want, right? They asked me to show. Okay, then what I do next is, yeah, the whole thing equal to 4n, right? So 1 over 6 n cubed minus n equals to 4n. N must be bigger than 3. So 6 I got to move to the other side. It become minus 24n. No, it's positive 24n. So yeah, n cubed minus 25n equals to 0. Factorize out the n squared minus 25 equals to 0. Then here n equals to 0. This is rejected. Then the other side I should get positive negative 5, but because n must be bigger than 3, so I will just take the positive 5 as my only answer. Yeah, this one I believe 2 mark. Actually it's quite easy. Topic won't repeat in paper 2. No. Some topic they will repeat, like some big topic like trigo will repeat, differentiation will repeat, integration will repeat. Yes, some big topic I think they will repeat, but those like the small topic I don't think they will repeat. Maybe they will repeat a bit on function also. I don't know, they just love function. But because you still have a lot of other topics haven't come out, right? So I think they will come out at least like 70 or 80% of topic you have learned. So they won't keep on repeat the same topics. Okay. So small change come out already. I will skip this one. Yeah, this is what I say is a vector speed problem. Yeah, area of graph. The one might come out for integration. Okay, so let's solve this question. Yeah, I also think the integration find the shaded area of the graph will come out. High chance because it haven't come out yet. So okay, at 9 AM the ship A leaves the point P at the position vector of 5i plus 16j relative to the origin. It sails with the constant speed of 6 sub 3. So on the bearing of 120, show the velocity is that thing. Alright, so let's find the velocity first. I know the speed is my hypotenuse. Bearing 120 is roughly here. So depend how you want to draw a triangle, it doesn't matter. So let's say I want to draw my triangle like this. 120 means 30 degree here, right? Then 90 degree on the top here. So because this is north, then here will be east, right? Yeah, this here be so-called east, right? So this one is 6/3. I know if I want to get a velocity is my x and y value here, isn't it? So as long as I can get my x and y value, I get my velocity. Okay, so this is what I want to do. But here you must be careful because you are facing this direction, right? Your speed. So your x will be positive because it's going to the right hand side, but your y will be negative because it's going down. So your y will be the negative value later. Okay, but right now I just want to solve the Sohcahtoa. So if I solve the Sohcahtoa here, so x should be adjacent and hypotenuse is cos, right? So this one should be 6/3 multiply cos 30, isn't it? So you can type in a calculator, cos calculator in degree lah, alright? Angle unit degree, cos 30, and then multiply with 6/3. So this one is 9. Okay, I got my x is, so my velocity, my x is 9. And then I want to find a y. Y is opposite over hypotenuse, so it's sine, isn't it? So it will be 6/3 multiply sine 30. So this one is simple, this is 3/3. So yeah, so this one will be, but because it's going down, so it's negative 3/3. So therefore, my velocity is 9i minus 3/3j. Okay, so you just solve the Sohcahtoa, you should be able to get the answer very fast. So I failed SB and MF. What should I do now? Go do a lot of past year question, do a lot of practice. Okay, but yeah, we done. Find the position vector of A at 12. Alright, so okay, I want to know initial position vector is this one, isn't it? So I prefer to write A plus VT. A is the initial position vector, which is 5 and 16. V is my velocity, 9 minus 3. Time in this case is from 9 AM to 12 PM is 3 hours, right? So T is 3 here. So T equals to 3 because from 9 AM to 12. Okay. So yeah. So I hope you get the idea. How do I know it's 30 degrees? Okay, good question, very good question. Because right now you have bearing of 120, right? So bearings from north, I rotate 120. This is 120 degree, right? So it's quite easy to know here is 90 degree, right? Because from north to east is 90 degree here. Then here must be another 30 degree in order to add up become bearing of 120, isn't it? So it will be 60 degree here. If I want a triangle like this, then it will be 60. Okay, so yeah, you should know about north to east is 90 degree, right? It's nothing you should feel surprised, isn't it? Because you learn this in extended math. Okay, so yeah, so this is my position. R is the position vector. R is the new position vector. So in this case, I just type a calculator. 5 plus 27. So my top is 32 and bottom is 16 minus 9/3 is 0.412. Yeah, so if you want to write in I and J, you can just say the position vector. So the position vector of A is basically 32i plus 0.412j. Okay, so yeah, so 1 mark. Yeah, I would say a bit hard, so many words for 1 mark. 1 mark normally is no need some word one. Okay, anyways, so at 11 And the sheet B is actually leave the point Q and with a positive vector of this one. So I believe this is initial positive vector of Q. It sells with this velocity. Write down the positive vector of B T hour after it starts selling. So yeah, it's quite easy. VA equals, what am I doing? My brain is doesn't work. A plus VT. So right now is for sheet B. So yeah, so my A is 29, 16. This is initial positive vector. V is a velocity. You only see J, you doesn't see I, mean I is 0. T is just T. Yeah, this is how you get a 1 mark. Or if you want to join them together also can, but no need lah. 1 mark, I would not go to join them. Okay, find the distance between two sheep at the 12 p.m. So you already know the sheep A at the 12 p.m. is actually at this one, 32 and 0.412. But I do not know where is a sheep B at the 12 p.m. But I know this one is at 11, right? So 11 to 12 p.m. is just 1 hour, right? So T is actually equals to 1 if 11 a.m. go to 12 p.m. So I can find the positive vector of B. I just sub 1 into it. So this is 29. Then here is 16 minus 12 sub 3. So depend you prefer decimal or not the one decimal. If the question say exact form, then nowhere for decimal. If the question doesn't say anything, then yeah, we will just change it into decimal. So this is 29, negative 4.78. Okay, so if I want to find the distance of them, I can just do the sort of do the distance formula if I want to, or I can just do a distance formula. No need so troublesome. So yeah, so AB is just basically 32 minus 29 square plus 0.412 minus plus 4.78 square. Yeah, type everything into the calculator. This is how easy you get 1 mark. This is 3 lah, okay? 32 times minus 29 plus, alright, this one is a bit troublesome, a lot of decimal, 4.78 square. So yeah, it's about 6. What unit? Is any unit given? No unit, right? Kilometer. Okay. To travel close to 6 km. Round off to 6. Of course, you can say 5.996 km if you want to. But because normally you round off to 3 single figures, we can do that. Okay. Of course, you say, sir, do you have any other method? Yeah, I do. So, this one is positive vector of A, right? This is OA. This is positive vector of B, right? This is OB. So if I want to find the vector of AB, I can say this is AO plus OB, right? Then what I can do is I will just say negative 32 minus 0.412 plus this one 29 negative 4.78. So if I join them together, I should get negative 3 and negative, I don't know, 0.412 plus 4.78 negative 5.192. And then I want to find the distance. I do the magnitude of them, right? Then I will just 3 square plus 5.192 square. Square root, answer just now square, plus 9. So you realize I also getting 6 km if I use the alternative method. Okay, so I hope both methods can give you some reference. Depend which method you prefer to use. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Eventually, you will get the same answer. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This is differentiation, maximum minimum problem. Yeah, I think definitely will come out something like this tomorrow. So yeah, if you haven't already prepared, so make sure you get the idea how to do this. Okay, so over here they give you that thing, and then they ask me to show that the volume can do this one. Okay, so let me try to get some important information from the sentence. Yeah, luckily I saw it, equilateral triangle. with the side x. So I know here is x, here is x, here is x. So any more information I have? Okay. That was okay. I will do by the Pythagoras law. Because I need to form one equation. This is h. This is half x. This is x. Okay, so I can say h squared is basically equals to x squared minus 1 over 2 x squared. So my h squared should equals to what? Should equals to 1 over 4, so it's 3 over 4 x squared. So my h, square root it, I should get square root 3 over 2 x. Okay, so after I square root the whole thing, I want h, sorry, then I want to make x as a subject. So x squared equals to 4 over 3 h squared. So this one should be 2 over square root 3h, my first equation. Okay, I need to form one equation because when I find the volume, impossible without x1. So I see this equation without x, I already know I need one equation which is x in the subject later for me to sub x. Okay, so what I want to do right now is, Prism formula is quite easy. I need to find this area, multiply 5. Okay, so we want to find that area is equilateral triangle, so the angle is 60 degrees, right? So it's half x times x is x squared, and then sine 60. Half AB sine C formula to find area of triangle, and then multiply the 5. Okay, so 1 over 2 x squared. Okay, x squared I can straight away use back this one. It's easier. No need to have so many square root. Sine 60 is 3 over 2 times 5. Alright, this is 2, 2, 4. I simplified. So I got 5 3 over 3 h squared. Sure. Okay, so yeah, just do carefully. You should be fine. Unless if any part you don't understand, you feel free to ask me. Okay, so I think rate of change, you have small change already. You haven't, have you done any about rate of change? Okay, the water pump into the container at this rate. So if you can't read this rate, at least you read meter cube is the volume, dV. Per minute is over time, dt is 0.5. Find the rate at which the depth of the water. Depth just now they use h, right? So this one they ask you to find dh dt when the depth of the water is 0.1, when h is 0.1. Okay, so from the change rule, dh dt here obviously is dv and dv. So I have the v, but I don't have dv dh, right? So I'm going to do dv dh here. Then I'm going to flip over, differentiate this one. I get 10 sub 3 over 3h, and my h is 0.1. So 0.1 and 10 I multiply, I got sub 3 over 3 is dh. So dh dv, I'm going to flip over, become 3 over sub 3. So this is 3 over sub 3 multiply 0.5. 0.5 is basically 1 over 2. So yeah, this is 3 over 2 sub 3. So normally we don't want that unless they want exact value, because we don't like square root at the denominator. So I will just type the calculator to change it one more step to sub 3 over 2. Okay, if you prefer the unit, this is height, right? So meter per second per minute. So meter per minute. If you want a unit, but if you don't want a unit, you can just leave it there. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I hope I didn't make any carry mistake. If anyone of you find my carry mistake, do let me know. So far so good. I hope I didn't scare you. Is everything okay? Alright, yeah, so okay, let's continue. Okay, differentiate this one is very easy. Yeah, do you have any finding equation or curve in paper 1? If not yet, I think you might have. Alright, this is B is considered a hard question. It's a hard question. But if you haven't have, let's do both. Okay, this question the few reason is half. Few reason is hard. First, because they want the exact equation, so have exponent. So when you do exact form, it might be hard for some student. Second, because you need to use the answer and question from the part 1 to solve the part 2. But this question, they do tell you a little bit here. Use your answer in part A to solve it. So, last question was the equation of curve. That's mean you already have in your paper 1 already, right? Then yeah, good luck. I can skip this one. Then I just differentiate here to do some product rule, U and V. So if I differentiate this one, last question is equation of tangent, right? I'm not sure, I didn't see the question, but if you saw already, maybe you can share it out. So this is 1 over x plus ln x and 1 minus 2. So yeah, this one should be 1 minus 2, so it should be ln x minus 1. Yeah, any IGCSE student here? Please, anyone of you still remember your paper 1 last question is what? Last question was the perpendicular bisector. Then that's the equation of the curve is haven't come out yet. Okay, right now I think they are discussed on the variant tree. Yeah, perpendicular bisector. Then it's not the tangent and also not the equation of the curve. Then okay, let's do this one. This one means if I differentiate x ln x minus 2x is equal to this thing. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, I would know I want to integrate 2 times. Let's integrate the first time. Okay, this one, if you want to integrate, right, you need to expand it first. X squared plus 2x plus 1 over square root x. So this one, let me simplify as soon as possible. This is x2, this is minus 0.5, this is x 3 over 2, plus this is 1, this is 2, x power 1 over 2, plus x power negative 1 over 2. Okay, so yeah, trying to simplify it yourself. Just every term divided by square root x. So integration rule tell me power plus 1, 5 over 2, divided by 5 over 2, plus 2, 3 over 2, divided by 3 over 2, times 2, on the top here, plus x power 1 over 2, over 1 over 2, plus c. So yeah, this is my dy dx. So my dy dx value is this one. So I'm going to insert this value, which is e2 over 2 plus 2e. At this point basically my x is e, right? So I'm going to sub e into here. So this is 2 over 5 e power 5 over 2 plus 4 over 3 e power of 3 over 2. No. Did I make any care mistake here? Ayo. Bottom I forget to square. I'm stupid. Yeah, bottom is x. Because square for top and square for bottom. No wonder. Never mind. Forgive me. Alright, so this is x plus 2 plus 1 over x. Okay, so I'm stupid. Alright, so this is x squared over 2 plus 2x plus ln x. Okay, after I integrate, plus c. So my dy dx is this one. So my dy dx is e2 over 2 plus 2e when x is e. So this is e2 over 2 plus 2e plus ln e plus c. So this one and this one I cut, this one and this one I cut. This is 1, so c is negative 1. Okay, c is negative 1, so my dy dx, let me rewrite the whole equation. Is x squared over 2 plus 2x plus ln x plus minus 1. Okay, so then I want to find equation of curve. I will need to integrate it one more time. So they want y or fx. Does the question say anything? Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Then I just do y. So y equals to integrate x squared over 2 plus 2x plus ln x minus 1 dx. Okay, so integrate this one. This is x cubed over 6 plus 2x squared over 2 is x squared. Okay, you can't integrate ln x now. So if I want to integrate ln x, right? Integrate 1 is minus 1 is negative x. This one is this one. I want to integrate ln x. I'm going to use the answer above here. So what I want to do right now is from here, you can see I use the blue color. I add the integration for both sides. And then integrate, this is ln x minus 1, right? So what I want to do is, if I integrate ln x, minus 1 is basically will just give me x. This one simplifies. So I should get x ln x minus 2x. But this one have minus x, right? Minus x here, I move to the other side, it becomes plus x here. So that's mean I should get x ln x minus x plus c. This is what happened if I integrate the ln x. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to copy this answer if I integrate ln x, which is x ln x minus x. So therefore, when I integrate the ln x, right, I should get x ln x minus x. Okay, this is what happened if I integrate the ln x. So I got plus d definitely. So let me simplify it a little bit. Plus x ln x minus 2x plus d. Okay, so then I want to plug in to find a d. I will sub in the whole coordinates. E cubed over 6 plus e square. E cubed over 6 plus e square is my y. Then I sub into e into all the x. I got e cubed over 6 plus e square plus e ln e minus 2e plus donkey. This one and this one I cut. This one and this one I cut. This is 1. So my d should be 2e minus 1 is my d. So my whole equation should be x cubed over 6 plus x squared plus x ln x minus 2x plus 2e minus 1. I hope it's correct. Don't tell me my answer is wrong. I will be very sad. Okay, I will just go to check my answer to make sure I got it correct. Oh my god. Hey, what am I doing? What am I doing? My d is wrong, man, bro. This is e minus 2 is negative e, so this is just positive e. Yeah, last part I got wrong. This is e minus 2 is negative e, right? Negative e, then move to the other side, positive e, because the other side becomes 0, right? Yep, then my answer is correct. Still make a carrot mistake. I just can't forgive myself, got a carrot mistake. But anyways, yep, this is how we do this one. And yep, come 11 area. So yeah, this 8-mark question, a lot of things they want exact value, must do very carefully. Yeah, even me also, you can see I make like carrot mistake 2 times. So yep, do carefully in the exam. Yeah, I think okay, I'm thinking maybe I can go through a lot of paper, but time passed very fast. Okay, let's see these 7-mark questions, which is the area of the I want to find exact area, yeah, so can't use calculator. Okay, first thing is I find the point B first, then I should be able to find the whole thing easily. Okay, point B is when y equals to 0 for this cos phi x. So cos phi x equals to 0. I want to find the first time it will be 0. So it's just inverse cos 0, which is pi over 2. So x is pi over 10. You can use a calculator lah, because I memorized some value, so I don't use a calculator. Pi over 10 here. Alright, so in order to get the area of shaded region, I need to integrate the e power of x over 2 from 0 to pi over 4. minus I will integrate this cos phi x from 0 to pi over 10. Okay, then I will get the final answer I want. So let's integrate this one. This is e power of x over 2, divide 1 over 2, basically multiply 2. Integrate cos give me sine phi x divided by 5, 0 to pi over 10. Okay, then I will just substitute thing into it. 2e, this is pi over 8, right? Minus e power of 0 is 1 minus 2. Minus this one, sine 5 times this one is pi over 2, which is 1 over 5 minus 0. So, yep. Oops, I'm sorry. It fly away. Yeah, I got the answer. This 7 marks surprisingly easy. 2e pi over 8. This is minus 2. This is minus 1 over 5. Because pi 90 is 1, right? I mean, sine 90 is 1, right? So it's 1 over 5. Negative 2, negative minus 1 over 5 is the minus 11 over 5. Done. Not bad. I'm quite smart. Okay, so it's not really a very hard question because this one actually is quite straightforward. Okay, so we finished it less than 1 hour. Okay, maybe yeah, I know Friday is exam. Let's see one more paper. Even though I'm starving, since I need to wait for my food to come, I haven't ordered my food. Okay, we're going to have a look. Oh, maybe check out the variant tree, since a lot of you doing variant tree. Okay, check out the variant tree. So we will break for 2 minutes. I will order some of my food. While I'm waiting my food to come, then we will discuss this paper. When the food come ready, then we'll just end the live streaming. So right now, let you chill and listen to some music first. Yep, see you in a few minutes. Hello guys, I'm done. I ordered some rojak and fried chicken and some fruit. Yeah, waiting for it. I'm starving. Okay. Yeah, I see you all like so exciting. Then some are so worried about the exam is coming soon. Yeah, because right now I'm not sure why. According to May June, right, the A is just like 100 mark for both paper. Like each paper like 50 mark already. 50 out of 80 already can get A. This is surprisingly low. I'm not sure about October, November. So yeah, but not too worried. Just do your best. Make sure you use your time wisely. So okay, let's begin. Yeah, we do some third question. Yeah. This one y equals to kx squared. Find the value of k in that form. Find the value of k in that form. Okay, basically sub in only. So y is 1 minus z2. X is 1 plus z2. Then square. Yeah, we want to find a k value. Yeah, just solve this one. So this is 1 plus 2 z2 plus 2. So this is 3 plus z2. So yeah, I can find a k is 1 minus z2 over 3 plus 2 z2. 2, right, suddenly become 3, you see. Okay, so I need to multiply 3 minus 2 z2. Rationalize, right? So let's do it. This one will be 9 minus 4 times 2, 8. Top is basically 3 minus 2 z2 minus 3 z2 plus 4. Okay, so k it should get 7 minus 5 z2. The good news about this kind of third question is you can always use a calculator to check the final answer. So depend, maybe I will start checking from here, or from the very beginning also can. I can just say 1 minus z2 z2, then alpha equal to x 1 plus z2 square, and ask the calculator to solve for me. Simply give a 10 value here. So I should get something like negative 0.0711. So 7 minus 5 z2. Yeah, it's like exactly the same answer. Now I know my answer is correct here. So you can always check to secure your 4 mark. So yeah, make sure you always do that. Okay, then okay, since I have some perpendicular already, so it's not going to come out inequality. I think it should be fine. You can use calculator. This one I can solve very easily. This one is 1 over 5 and 6, right? Less than 0 in between. So x is between 6 and 1 over 5. Okay, very easy. This one, 2 distinct root haven't come out. B squared minus 4ac. Bigger. They ask you to show. So show any question want to show. I know it's bigger or equal to 0, but I will not write it. I want to show the final answer is that. So my B is negative 4k. My A is 2k plus 1 square. No square. 4ac is minus 1. So this is 16k square. Here I should get something like plus. So plus 8k plus 4. So if I factorize out the 4, I should get 4k squared plus 2k plus 1. So this one I should get something like 2k I make any carry mistake here. 16k square. Oh, okay, 2k is because 2k plus 1 multiply squared is 4k squared plus 4k. 4 minus 4ac minus 4 a is 2k plus 1, c is negative 1. This is negative 4k. Oh, sorry, c is 2k minus 1. Wondering how come it doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Then 2k plus 1, 2k minus 1 is 4k squared minus 1. Okay, so this one is 6k squared minus 16k squared plus 4. So eventually you will get 4, right? Which is bigger equal to 0. Sure. Oh no, which is bigger than 0. What am I doing? Which is bigger than 0? Show. Because for these two distinct roots, right, you should get b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. And this is bigger than 0. Okay, so not too hard. This graph come out already. I will skip. Polynomial skip. Log question skip. Okay, this is a Hang's question I say just now. So yeah, as you integrate this one, you need to use the answer above to actually solve it. So let's do the product rule. Dy dx. This is u, this is v. So copy the u, differentiate the v, plus copy the v, differentiate the u, which is 2. So I write the 2 in front. Yeah, I want to thanks the Claire to drop by here to help me to check my mistake. I always make mistake. Plus 2e 4x. Alright, since this is dy dx, I will copy Hang's question. I will copy the question and the answer. And then I will add the integration sign for every single one. This one I can add here. This one I add the integration sign here. Alright, then I integrate dy dx. I'm getting y. So my y is 2x e4x, right? Alright, then this thing I'm going to move to, now my plus c. Here I will just, this is the question. This is my question. I will not touch it at all. I will just leave it like that. This is the question. But I can solve this one. This is 2. E4x is e4x over 4, right? So I'm going to move everything to the other side except the yellow highlight one. This one should be 2. So 2x e4x minus e4x over 2 plus c equals to 8 e4x. And then I'm going to move the 8 to the other side, then solve the whole question. So integrate x e4x dx. I should get everything divided by 8. The first one, if I divide 8 here, divide 8 here, divide 8 here, then no more. So yeah, so this one will actually give me x e4x divided by 4 minus e4x divided by 16 plus c. Okay, so this is how I solve it using the answer above. This is what I mean the Hang's question for integration. Means you can never straight away integrate this one in your level. Definitely you go to the L level, you will learn something. I believe this is integrate by part, isn't it? Then yeah, then you can do it in a higher level. So anyways, yeah, this is how you solve this kind of Hang's question. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, another vector question. Yeah, vector question tomorrow confirm will come out. So can you explain again? Like which part you don't get it? Okay, I'm very kind. Let's do again. So right now, my objective, I want to find this one from my answer above. Do you see that? It's exactly the same. So what I'm doing here is I copy the whole thing to here. Okay, so let me copy the whole thing. Dy dx equals to 8 x e4x plus 2e4x. Okay, now you want to play a game. Your objective of the game is you want to find a question. The next part question is hidden at the answer. So where is the question? Question is integrate x e4x. So if you want to play this game, you must be able to find x e4x at the answer there. So yeah, it's not hard to see. I found it. So if I found it already, what I can do is, because the question asked me to integrate it, then I add the integration sign for every single one. Okay, I integrate dy dx, and a is a constant, I can take it out. I integrate x e4x. 2 is a constant, I can take it out. I integrate this thing. Okay, this one I will not touch because this one I want to make it as a subject because it's a question I want. I will make it as subject. The rest of the thing I can integrate. You should know integrate dy dx. Integrate and d dx you can cut. You left a y. And you have the y at the part 1. What is your y? Your y is over here, isn't it? Your y is 2x e4x. Then here, I will get 2x e4x because this is y. This is a this one I want to make it a subject, so I will not touch it. Here got plus c definitely. Then this one I will leave it here because I will not want to touch it yet because this is my question. And this one I can integrate it because integrate e4x is e4x divided by 4. This one and this one I simplify, and then I want to make this one a subject, so I throw this thing to the other side. Plus move to the other side, I will get minus. So I get minus e4x over 2. Wait, my Grab driver is here. Hello? OK， 你可以放在我那个档案本上面吗？OK， 我现在出来。I'm sorry. Yeah, later still got one more food come. I order quite a lot. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so then after I move this thing to the other side plus c, I still copy. Then here I still have a 8x e4x, right? My ultimate objective is to make this one as a subject because the question only asked me to integrate this one without the 8 outside, isn't it? So I know this 8 is an extra thing. So what I want to do here is I don't want an 8, so I'm going to divide 8 for every single one to get rid of this 8. So I divide 8 here, I divide 8 here, I divide 8 here. So 8 and 8 cut already, right? Once I cut, do you see? I actually got the question I want here. So which is I will integrate this thing. Then this is my answer. Do you see? Now this one is the question, and this one is my answer. I just need to simplify this one, then I got my answer nicely. So I know integrate x e4x, I should get this one simplified for x e4x divided by 4 minus e4x divided by 16 plus c. Done. Yeah, so this kind of question is more like simplified. So yeah, once you simplify, you should get the correct answer here. So yep, this is how we do this one. Okay, vector. Yeah, I think okay, we'll do these two questions. I hope my food is not yet come. Okay, so what you want to do now is wait, a lot of this stuff here. Okay, so let's do this vector question. Unit vector is very simple. If this is vector A, is 40 I minus 9j. Unit vector is basically, unit vector of A is just vector A over length of A. So in this case, I want to find this vector A over length of it. Length of it is 40 square plus 9 square. Yeah, once solve this one, then I got my unit vector lah. So which is 40I minus 9j over square root of 40 square plus 9 square. 41. So yeah, you can leave like this, or you prefer 40 over 41 and then 9 over 41 also can. So then for part B, this is a position vector of P and Q. So over here they tell us OP is basically P, OQ is basically Q. They say the point R lies on the PQ such that in between P and Q in this ratio. So from here, not hard to guess. This is P and this is Q. R is in between them, so R must be somewhere in between. This is my R here. Okay, so therefore PR over PQ is equal to K. I would say it's K over 1. So therefore PR ratio PQ is basically K ratio 1. So that means what? If I say the PK, I mean if I say the P to R is ratio K, then P to Q, the whole thing going to ratio 1. So therefore this one tell me what? The K must be between 0 and 1, isn't it? It cannot be 0 lah. It must in between 0 and 1. I think I have no 0. I mean no equal. There's no equal sign here. Because the whole PQ is ratio 1. So PL is ratio K. So this K is between 0 and 1. Isn't it? So it might be 0.2, 0.3. It's any value between them. Okay, so this is just 1 mark. Then they ask us to find this thing. They give us the position vector of R. So I know OR is, they asked me to show this one. This is OR. So OR is basically this thing, isn't it? So in order to get the 3 mark from here, I think I will use this equation. I will say PR equals to K PQ. Should I do like that? Yeah, I think can. Okay, so this is PO plus OR equals to K. This is PO plus OQ. So this is negative P. OR is basically lambda P plus mu K. This is negative P plus Q. Then what I'm doing here, I'm going to comparing P and Q. So I'm comparing P first. If I comparing P, the P here I have negative 1. Negative 1 plus lambda, isn't it? And the P at the other side, this is negative KP plus KQ, right? So comparing P, basically I mean the value beside the P. So this one will give me lambda minus 1 equals to negative K. Oh my god, my another food is coming. You guys digest it? Hello? Oh, sampai kan? Alright, so I will make k a subject because I want to prove that thing. So k should equals to 1 minus lambda, first equation. Then I will comparing the q, which is the value beside the q here. You should be able to see is this mq, right? This is mq. My bad. This one should be mq. So this one should be k. Should be k, right? So I know basically mu equals to k. So I just plug in my k, which is 1 minus lambda. Then I move the lambda to the other side. I get lambda plus mu equals to 1. Then just say shown. Okay, so yeah. So I hope you get the idea. This kind of question is not too hard. Okay, last question of the day. Integration. Okay, we have something like this. The point A lies on the curve, has an x coordinates. The point A lies on the curve. Okay, this one has an x coordinate of 1.5. The tangent to the curve at the A meet the y-intercept at B. So this one is a tangent equation. So the curve going to meet the x-axis at C and then find the area of shaded region. So actually it's quite simple. In order to get the area of shaded region, I just need to use the area of triangle minus the area under the curve. I just minus the area under the curve, which is the yellow color region. Then I should be able to get the shaded region. Do you get the idea? Use a triangle to minus the yellow color region, which is area under the curve. Alright, so 10 marks. So a few things I want to do. Yeah, I think tomorrow will come out something like this. I strongly believe, because equation of normal and tangent haven't come out, and then the area of shaded region also haven't come out. Okay, so okay, let's find the point C first. Quite easy. Make y 0. 0, you get 3 plus 2x minus x squared. So this is x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So this one should be x minus 3, x plus 1. So x equals to 3. Negative 1 I will just ignore. So this one is 3. So I know my coordinate C is called 3, 0. Okay, now I know my coordinate C. I want to find the coordinate B, which is I need to find equation of tangent. Then we'll do the dy dx, which is 2 minus 2x. When x equals to 1.5, so you got 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. And then, isn't it? 2 minus 3 is negative 1, right? Yeah. So then I need to find my y coordinate before I want to form the equation. So when x equals to 1.5 into here, y equals to 3 plus 2 1.5 minus 1.5 square. So 3 plus 3 minus 1.5 square. So you got 15 over 4, or decimal should be 3.75. Okay, now I got the coordinate A. Coordinate A is 1.5 and 3.75. Okay, once I got this one, then I will just form my equation. So y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. So I use a linear equation formula to form the straight line. This is minus x plus 1.5 plus 3.75. So this equation should be y equals to negative x plus 1.5. I will get 5.25. Alright, I want to find the coordinate B. Coordinate B is basically the x-intercept. Make y 0. When y equals to 0, x equals to 5.25. So yeah, I got the coordinate B now, which is called 5.250. Okay, so this one is 5.25. Okay, now I want to find the area of shaded region. It's actually not too bad. I will just use a triangle minus area under the curve. So triangle is here is from 1.5 to 5.25. The height here is 3.75. Isn't it? This is my y value. So yeah. And then this one I will integrate from 1.5 to 3. This is all the information I get from the diagram itself. So yeah. So area of shaded region, triangle is half times base. Base is 5.25 minus 1.5. Multiply height 3.75. minus I integrate the curve from 1.5 to 3. The curve equation is 3 plus 2x minus x squared. 3 plus 2x minus x squared. Alright, just like this, you will get 10 mark. 1 over 2 multiply 5.25 minus 1.5 multiply 3.75. So yeah, this one is 7.031. Okay, which is enough. Okay, does the question say exact value here? No. Okay, no, doesn't say exact value. Then this one should be 3x plus x squared minus x cubed over 3 from 1.5 to 3. Yeah, then I will just insert the thing into here to kind of solve this one. 9 plus 9 minus 9, okay, minus 4.5 plus 2.25 minus, this one I do not know, 1.5 cubed over 3, 908. Okay, so this one and this one I cut, I got a 9. This is 9 minus 4.5 plus 2.25 minus 9 over 8. 45 over 8. So 9 minus answer just now. So this one is 27 over 8. So I always want to check my integration, make sure I don't make any carrier mistake. So I always will type in the calculator and check for it. See what will I get the same answer? 27 over 8. Yeah, then it's correct. Okay, then this one is I can straight away type lah. So 7.031 minus the answer just now. Yeah, this one is my final answer, 3.656. Done. 10 mark. I hope you can understand. So actually it's not too bad. The last question here is APGP, which I think is not coming out. But if they come out the integration and differentiation question like this, I think it's considered quite okay. It's not as hard as we think. Alright, I want to go to enjoy my dinner. First time in the life. Hi, I say hi to the Danny. Bearing is a normal math. Yeah, you should know the basic knowledge about bearing. So I want to go to have my dinner finally. Yeah, so the life is about 1.5 hours. And I want to thanks about 30 students and also my lovely moderator, Crady. Yeah, she always drop by to help out. Yeah, I want to thanks all of you. I know the exam is on Friday. I mean in Malaysia. If you are in other country like Maldives or any other country, you might be some other day. So anyways, just do your best and make sure you can finish all the questions, and I wish all of you can get A. When the result come out already, please let me know how many of the students here actually getting A, B, C, or even fail. You can just let me know. It doesn't matter. I hope you enjoy this live streaming, and I will see you guys again on the next Wednesday. But next Wednesday, I think all of you not going to come here, right? Because next week, I think I will start doing the SPM MF because all the IG students already finished MF exam. So yeah, anyway, I will see you guys again around my YouTube channel. I hope you will help me to like this video and share to some of your friends if any one of them interested. So all the best and good luck, and wish all of you get A. Bye bye and have a wonderful night. Good night.